projected and how your story is projected and how unreal it is. The Shakti Shakta phrase, the core phrase of Shakti Shakta, talks about consciousness being just there, like we spoke about the warp and the weft when we did the true love essence. You know, you understand that the consciousness is just there. It's like a screen, it's like a widespread screen. There is no point anywhere in this creation where consciousness is not there. Every grain of sand, it's like a screen. It's like a screen, which means it's like the air in this room. There is no point nowhere in this room that the air is not there. And consciousness is just there. It's just there without any activity. And the Shakti that arises from this consciousness, you know, this Shakti has is weaving the magic all around. It's weaving the magic all around. We call this Maya Shakti. From the Parashakti comes out the Maya Shakti, Aparashakti. Aparashakti itself is Maya. This Maya, you know, has two fundamental functions in this world. There is a Avarana Shakti, part of Maya is Avarana Shakti, and there is Vikshepa Shakti. Avarana Shakti is, its basic fundamental duty is to keep you away from the truth, to keep you veiled. There is a parda, there is a veil that keeps you away from the truth. And how much ever you study, how much ever you read, how much ever you know in the head, you still experience this world as a reality. You still experience every relationship as a reality, everything, all transactions as a reality. The more you become aware, the more you understand this intellectually, and the more you start realizing this inside of your heart. Yet, this outside world appears a reality, you know, even if you're aware, it still appears a reality, because that is the power of this Avarana Shakti. Avarana Shakti of Maya is a strong, very strong force that keeps you away from the reality and makes the unreal as a real experience. And then Vikshepa Shakti, the projecting power. This is what we are going to talk about today. Vikshepa Shakti is the projecting power. Projecting power means there is a constant projection. You keep battling on the screen, but the movie does not go. It's like you're sitting in the theater, you're watching the movie is going on the screen. You know there is a screen, and the whole story is not happening on the screen. Yet, even if you try to rub it, even if you try to do anything, nothing happens. The movie goes on. You know, it's like that. It's only and only when you deeply realize that the movie is being projected from the small film in the projector room. And if I block this, then the movie will stop projecting, which means that at the gross level, your reality is experienced. Gross level, our gross body is earth oriented and water oriented. Predominance of the earth element and the water element, which is where the grossification happens, where the the panchikaran of the tanmatras have happened, you know, and gross reality is experienced as a reality. It is at the subtler level that there is fire and air dominance, where there is extreme movement, there is a lot of movement, and the gross is missing here. So in your mind, you project things as a reality, but they are actually grossly not there. But in the waking state, the gross reality is manifested and you experience it as a reality. All right? This video needs to be heard many times for you to really understand what is the projecting power of the Shakti. Okay? You need to watch it many times to truly understand. And why should you truly understand? Where is the need? Why don't we just, be a part of the Ras Leela? Why don't we just be a part of all that is engaging us outside? You know, because then we go through the tumultuous events, we go through the ups and downs, we get hiccups. Then we are road sick and journey sick. You know, when we are up, when we take this to be a reality. So to understand deeply is to liberate yourself. To know deeply is to liberate yourself. You will be there, yet there is a part of you which is so detached that it does not get affected with all the ups and downs. All right. So at a gross level, which is the waking state, everything is a reality. At a subtler level, which is the dream state, you know, things are there, but you know that I'm watching this dream. You know that you're watching this dream. You know that this is all passing. You know that this is just a projection. It's not a reality. And at a causal level, you know, it is ether dominated. causal level is ether dominated. Whether we are talking about microcosm, which means inside of me, or we are talking about macrocosm, which is outside of me. At the causal level, it is ether dominating, Akash Tattva, which we are experiencing now through our discussions here. All right, so Akash Tattva is predominantly there in the causal level, and Akash Tattva to Akash is born air, fire, water, and earth. So modifications in the ether, which is why we all explore subjects like past life regression and akashic records and all of these, because there is a possibility of altering things in the ether always. There's always a possibility of altering, though it's not so simple. You just can't take an eraser and rub everything. You can't do that. But there is a possibility in the intensity of your dharana. The intensity of your dharana and the purity of the tattvas inside you make your purusharth, make your free will very strong. It makes your purusharth and your free will very strong. And the more you do not let your mind oscillate into the unreal situations which are outside, the more you create a wall of awareness between you and what is happening outside, the more you are in purity of the tattvas. Otherwise, the tattvas are getting constantly contaminated with the interactions of the outside world, because the interactions appear real, because you are really there and arguing and getting involved with everything, etc. All right. So the ether tattva is predominant in the causal level, and it's predominant in the most innermost body of your system.